today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals versus Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. And
they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First down, Murray. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 30, 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucks. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
12 more yards there and another first down. For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together, makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The Bucks defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Cardinals 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. There he goes, right side.
You know they pay me back.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 76 yards. And the Bucks get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Murray's pass. Intercepted by the Bucks.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get it...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
8-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Down by Malik Harrison. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 21. Cardinals 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield's pass complete to number 83. Touchdown.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 4 yards.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bucks are going to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mayfield on play action. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check regular.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We want it. Come to my world. Like 40, like 40. I got it.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Alvin tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, here's Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Come on, D. Hey, alert.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Murray. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Brought down back.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun. Murray got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Murray now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucks 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check my 40. Check my 40. I know he ain't got it. Jump, 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 jump.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Real. Real.
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Woo!
Give me
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on. Coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check pass. Mike's 40. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback here
again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Kamara. And give him 6. He's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it.
Mike 40. I got you, son.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Running with Kamara. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
First down, Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
My 40. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
They run it again with Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.